morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Not very often you don't see me not wearing a Bus Depot work shirt. Not very often. Yeah. No, by the way, thanks, Anna. Looks good, doesn't it? And there's something on the back. Now, I don't know what, Race Crew 51 is all about. I suppose I should, but I don't. Maybe if I Google it. I never thought of that. I bet you if I Google it, something will come up. Anyway, we got, my only complaint about it is, it doesn't have a pocket here that I can put a cookie for Missy. That's okay. That's okay. My plan is to wear it for the rest of the day. I don't know if I'm going to get another mug that has something to do that's sort of motorcycle related or motor scooter or cycling or... Yeah, that might be a good idea. I could have, every so often we get North Carolina Jeff's shirt on, and the roll when we do the rollback mug. When are we coming to that? Oh, it's going to be the day after tomorrow. Yeah, so that'll be Saturday. The reason I know that is because pizza day is always on Sunday. Anyway, yeah, the bike came yesterday, as probably a lot of you already know. And let's try not to talk about that in if I can help it, that is, in this episode of the model ship, because this is about the model ship. And today the plan is to paint what needs painting. In other words, here and here we have to paint where the clamps and clips held on. And I was noticing I did not paint these wheels. I think these have to be red. So I can just quickly do that. And also there was a couple of pieces that I'd got red paint on the gray part. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to probably just quickly do that off camera. Okay, as far as the sunrise goes, we had a nice sunrise first thing this morning, real early this morning. It looked like it might be nice, and then it just died. And how many of you noticed that yesterday when I was saying the walkers should come by right about now, and then I went ahead later and I found the footage of them actually coming, and I dubbed it in. I was noticing that they actually did return across the bridge while I was talking. This is getting a little bit convoluted and not making a whole lot of sense. Okay, yeah, so I haven't seen them yet today. Undoubtedly I will have dubbed it in by now. And if they showed up, one day it'll be their last day. They'll just have decided to do a different route or a different time or something like that. And that's fine. Everything comes to an end. One day the model table videos will come to an end. And I'll just, for whatever reason, I hope it's not because of a violent reason. Now, Murphy's Law has Murphy crawled out from underneath the model table, and he threw a monkey wrench in my plans, because my plan had been to get out today and go for my first ride on Last Hurrah. Yeah, that's what the motorcycle's name is. It's called Last Hurrah. Everything should have a name. If a boat can have a name, why can't a motorcycle, right? Okay, so I was planning to go out on Last Hurrah today, but the weatherman says we're going to have rain pretty well all day, and I notice that the streets are kind of wet right now. I don't want to be out there on greasy streets on an unfamiliar machine, so anyway, we're not going to be talking about the motorcycle, somebody said, and let's see if we can get these parts painted up. and then get them on this overhead bulkhead here. And that's the plan for today. Yeah, that's the plan for today. Uh-oh, Missy's at my door. And she rang my bell too, did you notice that? Now I don't have a pocket to put this in, so I have to hold it in my hand here.
Sorry to bother you, Ron, but Missy's been missing you.
Yes, I don't think she got her cookie last night, did she?
I don't think so, no.
No.
I like your shirt.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Motorcycle Honda.
Yeah.
There's an article in the paper today about how many millions of dollars motorcycle sales have brought into the province this year.
No kidding.
Along with, little ATVs and things.
Well, that's good. I've contributed to the cause, I guess.
You have. You're keeping our economy going almost by yourself. You and Missy, between the motorcycles and the dog loans.
Yeah.
Our GMP is up.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's too promising to get out on the Rebel today.
Yeah, we're talking about rain starting at 9, eh?
Yeah, well, it seems to be starting right now.
But the Rebel is in the barn. And
Yeah.
it is ready to go, and so are you.
Yeah.
And boy, you couldn't say that yesterday.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I was almost done painting when I saw Missy come out, and I've never used my GoPro at the model table for anything like this. Now, see, I hope my little brush hasn't dried out too much, because about 5 minutes has passed here while I was visiting with Max. I was almost done. This was the last piece. And I'm just going to be sort of curious as to how well this can actually be seen. The lens can't be stopped down or focused, so it's a great little camera, but it's not what I would call great for this sort of thing. Okay, that is the last piece now. Just let these dry, and let these dry, and then stick them on where they're supposed to go. Okay. Whenever I say something to the effect of a piece like this one, the P70, that should be easy. You can be sure that there's going to be something that's going to give us a problem with it. Okay, now it goes right on there. And it goes with the long way up. So this little cavity that we've got going on here has to fit in that. Yeah, it seems to fit okay. I was afraid that possibly I had maybe got it plugged up with CA glue, because I had dropped CA glue in that hole and then used one of Gabe's swab sticks. So, but it seems to be going on okay. All right, I think what I'm going to do is recompose a little bit, and so that we can see each individual part going on. Now this piece right here, it's the one that has to have the decal put on it, P73, and it's the only piece that gets a decal. And I do believe that this will be an easy decal to put on. There's no little bumps or anything like radio knobs, that kind of stuff. Oh, people were saying I should have planed those off, and I guess I could have, I could have cut them down, and then the decal would have laid flat in that part. However, what I had wanted to do was have to see if the Solva set would dissolve the emulsion of the, or not the emulsion, but the cellulose of the decal enough so that it would shrink wrap around, and it basically did. If you remember, I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I put lots of Solvaset on, and I just left it. I didn't mess around with it. Okay, let's put this back because we'll be doing this last after it gets the decal on it. Okay, let's recompose and start gluing pieces down here. There's a lot of them. Oh, remember I was talking about repainting, and some of these pieces that I touched the red on the gray. I couldn't find it, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to be sticking the macro lens back on to look for it. If I can't see it, don't worry about it. So I did touch up all these other pieces that had, places that were missing paint. Some right here, a little bit looks a little bit faint there, doesn't it? Well, now I don't need to do any weathering, right? Yeah. Now, I don't want to make the mistake of trying to put glue along the underside of this tube, because I think what would happen is it's going to make a mess on the light gray. So we'll just turn this over here if we can. And it's not working, is it? Let me get my glue ready here. Get this so I can put it on straight like that. And we will try to... Okay, I'm doing it off camera. Okay, I know you, excuse me, I know you didn't see me doing it, but I don't know, we might have to put a little bit of glue there. No, it seems to be. Yeah, I think it's gonna meld. Not perfectly, but I think there'll be enough melding going on that it's not gonna fall off, unless I was to catch it on something. Just trying to straighten it just a little bit there, so that this tube is parallel with these ribs. I'm looking straight down on it so I can see. Okay, let's find another piece. Okay, I'm using my helping hands here to hold this at an angle. So that we're going to be able to let gravity be our friend here. And as near as I can tell, this is supposed to fit on here like this, and you'll notice that there's little marks like right here and here and here and here, and I think the idea is that the inside of this part is supposed to come down. At least I think that's the way it's supposed to go. I think that this little box is supposed to come right down against this one right here. And I think the easiest way to glue this will be to, well, I think maybe just put some on the edge here. That's why I get my extra thin going here. Oh, and I guess I want to make sure I get it the right way up too, don't I? I think maybe if I was to, yeah, I think if I turn it over, it should should be the right way. The rounded edges have to come down. Okay, let's move that out of the way. I'm going to have to take this off camera just to get the orientation right. Okay. Put a little pressure on it. I think there's going to be enough contact points that it's going to meld. Yeah, it should be all right. Okay, now we're using the helping hands to rock this piece the other direction. And I think this is going to go. Just trying to do a dry fit here. Maybe if I was to, yeah, that looks like it's going to go. I think if I just soften the holes with extra thin, like that, like that. You put a little bit across. Okay, now let's try this again. Oops, it turned on me. There, it's down. I don't think we need to poke at it or wiggle at it. We'll just leave it there. Now, there's another piece that goes in this hole right here. And so I may as well moisten the hole right now. And I'm just grabbing it out of the tuna fish tin. Now this one is going to be very easily broken off. Yeah, obviously there's got to be something goes in here as well, so I want to be careful. Okay, let's let that dry. And P26 goes right here. I've already put glue on the inside of the underside of this little box. I did not do a dry run. I just trusted Trumpeter to get it right. Usually they do. Usually when there's a problem, the problem is me. Okay, I think that's going to be all right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. N14. And N14 goes right here on this little square spot. And N14 is still on the sprue. I guess I missed it. Funny nobody noticed that. Or maybe, you know what, I think I remember getting a comment from somebody saying something about that I was missing a part, but I don't think that was it. What is this? It says BBC. Yeah, it says BBC on there. I just noticed that now. Wonder what that's all about. British Broadcasting Corporation? This is a German sub. Okay, I have just painted the N14. It's probably 90% dry, at least on the surface. So we'll leave that and see if we have time to move on to something else now. Okay, this is P56. And I've already put the glue on the inside of the hole. And oops. Oh my, I made a mess. Must be doing something wrong here. That should fit on there. Unless I've got CA glue on the inside of that hole. I didn't do it dry run. Oh, there it goes. I'll twist it straight after I get it down. Doesn't seem to want to go down. I'm pushing pretty hard. Well, okay, as long as I got the orientation correct, I don't think anybody noticed if it was wrong. These little V things that you see here, they're supposed to go the direction they're going. Okay, it is what it is. Maybe turn it slightly. Okay, as I said, it is what it is. Okay, I did get the P56 to seat down the way it's supposed to go. And this light fixture, this is the one that we had drilled the hole beside it, that we were going to put in a red LED later. At least that was the plan. A couple of weeks ago, I guess. And as near as I can tell, this is supposed to be mounted at an angle the way I'm holding it. It's not supposed to go right down. Yeah, somehow it's supposed to be mounted. I will undoubtedly, if I do get it to glue like that, I will undoubtedly end up breaking it off when messing around with the LED. So I'm just wondering if maybe the best thing to do, I have to keep taking it off camera here to reposition it in the self-locking tweezer. And I might be better off just gluing it down like that. It isn't exactly the way it's supposed to go. As near as I can tell, it's supposed to be at a bit of an angle. That's what I'm getting out of it by looking at the manual. But and another thing, it wouldn't be gray; it would be white. So I think maybe we should I should paint this white, at least the globe part of it. Okay, we are painted. And just moments ago, I was going to try and video it, except that when I finally got set up, it quit. It was pouring rain outside. Real heavy. Yep. Murphy's Law. Okay, now this I-beam, P71, I don't think it matters which way it goes up. It seems to be the same both ways, and it fits in a little bit of a slot all the way along there. I think the best way to do that will be to put a little bit of extra thin in each one of these places. And just let everything kind of meld into place here. We'll just drop it down. Like that. Kind of hides our part that looks like binoculars. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to meld pretty good. Now there's another piece that's similar to it, only bigger. Don't know if I want to do that yet this afternoon or not. Okay, this is the little part that I was talking about, and looking at it now, it doesn't look anything like what I thought it was. But you'll notice that there are little marks here where it's supposed to go. Now the manual is not real clear, but this part is designed so that when we put it in, it just wedges in just nicely between these two boxes here. So I'm assuming that it is supposed to, oh, I'm starting to break this off here, because I have to re-glue that down. Yeah, I'll re-glue that down. I think it's supposed to go like this. And yeah, just like that. That's what I think is supposed to happen. So let's just glue this in place here. And I don't know if we need to put any on the ribs or not, but, well, yeah, I guess maybe I should. Okay, let's push that down. And then this one here that came loose, I think we'll just, I know you can't see it from your perspective, I'm just dropping it underneath there. I had put quite a bit of pressure on that. Okay, well, should I put any more? No, don't put any more. Okay, let's call her quits here. All right, let's let that dry. Okay, folks. We didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, as usual, but let me tell you, we got a lot more done today than we would have had it been a nice sunny day. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.